What's up, guys? It's Cody here. On my 15-minute break at work, I was just like, you know what? Let me pop out a little video, man. Feeling good today. I'm in a good mood. It's hard to make videos all the time because my mood changes. Sometimes I'll make a video and I'll delete it because I'm just being too negative. And you know, I have those days. I'm definitely not perfect. I might come on here and like preach, you know, positivity and all of this, but you know, a lot of times I'm definitely in, you know, sometimes in a worser mood than others. But I came on here today to kind of give you guys you know some I guess some good words. I'm not gonna say advice because I hate to act like I'm actually teaching anybody, especially with the current situation I'm in. But you know, every day we're all chasing something, right? There's got to be some type of goal that you want, whether it's peace, whether it's just to be able to chill, to do absolutely nothing, or do everything. You know, we're all kind of chasing something, and it's definitely hard out here. There's a lot of systems at place that are trying to, you know, stop you from getting there, just because the people that already have it, they don't want to lose what they already have. So what do? The bottom line kind of just has to take the fall, and then some people make it out, some people don't. It's just like, it's difficult, man. You know, I'm not sure if I want to end up bringing my Amazon business onto this channel too much, because I kind of made this channel to kind of speak on things without it being just completely involved in the book business. And I don't want a whole bunch of people in the book business coming over here, and I don't want it to be a big fiasco. But you know, I can tell you as an Amazon seller, you know, I've been doing it for 1.5 years now. I've went through the trials and tribulations. I have just absolutely failed a bunch. I have made a ton of mistakes, but I'm constantly learning. That's the thing. And where, you know, it looks like I may not be, you know, I don't know, after 1.5 years, I'm still, you know, still kind of doing the same monthly sales. You know, it's very hard to get off of the bottom, because if the flips you're making aren't super high ROI, and then, you know, 25% of your inventory is just sitting there, then, you know, you don't really get anywhere. You know, even though you're making these high ROIs, you have all this inventory still sitting because maybe those didn't pay off. So you have to kind of constantly evolve, change things up, and you know, as things go on and time goes on and things get easier, you know, things get harder. Especially the business that I'm in, it's definitely gotten harder since I started. It was actually a lot easier when I started, and I didn't really I don't know, still making a ton of mistakes. Not easy at all. Constantly reading data, constantly trying to, you know, put pieces together, make a educated evaluation and an educated guess. Some things you don't have to guess as hard, some things you do, and that's where the risk comes in. But honestly, it's like the only way, especially in my position, you know, there's always going to be people watching this that aren't in a similar position as me. They're in a different position in life. But in my position, the only way to actually break out of this system is you have to have a business. You have to leverage money. You can't just sit there and live off of an hourly wage, because the system's designed to keep you right where you're at forever. And then you grow up and you just keep spreading the cycle. You have kids, they do the same thing. And then they're just part of the economy. That's all we are. We're just part of the economy. There's certain people that, in my opinion, this isn't where I belong. I don't belong working at a post office, throwing packages, filing mail every day. I think I could do a lot more in life, help a lot more people, make a lot more dreams come true. But this is where I'm at right now, and it's tough, man. It's tough to keep going. You know, my life hasn't been perfect. You know, as you guys know, I lost a daughter 2 years ago. You know, that weighs on my mind all the time. Use that as motivation. And you know, everyone has something that is motivating them, and sometimes it's just really hard, man. It's really hard to keep going you wake up and you're just like, what the fuck, man? You're just like, dude, I shouldn't be here right now. Like, why am I waking up at 2:30 in the morning every day? Which is, in my case, this is what I do every single day. Wake up at 2:30 and have to find my way out of the bed, and then go to a job that gives me the same amount of money every day, and I see it all. I don't want to get any further in this job. I don't want to go any further where I fall into different tax brackets, get taxed more. No, I'm completely in the entrepreneur mind state, and that's what you have to be, where you create some type of business and you can leverage money because you can sell things for however much you want, and then you just scale it up. You know, it's and Amazon really gives me that opportunity. I'm just hoping that I survive long enough on Amazon to really make enough money to fix my situation that I'm in. And the situation I'm in, I'm gonna be honest, it was my fault. I put myself in this situation. Just years and just decades of being told the wrong things and being cultured, you know, in a bad environment where, you know, I just only kind of knew a certain type of life. And then you just eventually, you just see through it all once you realize how hard it really is, and then you just have to get to studying. You got to really like learn. And to those people out there that, you know, they don't really know what's next in life, I guess you have to, I don't know, go through your mind and figure out what has made you happy throughout your whole life. What is it that's given you that good feeling? And then when you find that, you got to get back to it. You got to get back to it somehow, and you got to just kind of, or you just gotta, you still gotta figure out what it is, and maybe you don't have a specific thing, but I don't know. We're all looking at life through different perspectives. We all want different things. We all have different drivers, different motivators. We all like different stuff. You know, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough being part of a cruel system when you have big dreams. You know, but I think it's part of the process, man. I think the only way that you can be a great man, great woman is from going through the trials and tribulations and actually knowing how to respect those things. I can tell you, I don't think money will break me for the worse. I think it'll break me for the better, if that makes sense. Again, just having peace, man, not having to wake up at a certain time and be somewhere at a certain time every day and make the same amount of money every day. You know, it'd be nice to get that freedom back, and I'm working really hard on it. It's just, you know, and that's why I want to make these videos, because, you know, maybe I can inspire and motivate some other people. And, you know, it's good to make these videos while I'm still in this position, because I, in my heart, know that I won't be here too much longer. I'm working endlessly, even when I don't have what it, even when I don't feel like it, I'm keeping one eye open while I'm sitting there sourcing, you know, using Keepa and stuff, and just doing my best to, you know, make it happen. It's hard when you have no, like, personally, I have a wife and a grandma, and we work together as a team in the same house, and it's very difficult because we all make very little amounts of money. And you know, I cover most of the weight with the bills and stuff. And you know, personally here, I'm not working. You know, that's one thing I'm debating in my head, like, all the time. Should I get some overtime again and start doing overtime? But then it's like it just strips you from all of your freedom when you start working overtime at your job. Then you work here all the time just to get that money, and you know, it's like it's a constant back and forth with, like, do I put that time into my business and let the business carry me out, or do I just, you know, or I just do both? It's just tough. It's very miserable when you have to come into a place more than you don't already want to, you know what I mean? I already hate this place, you know what I mean? I hate to say it, I do. I definitely hate the environment. I hate a lot of things about it. It's not a fun place to be. It's very demotivating. But again, I plan on being out of here momentarily. I just have to keep working hard and keep growing my business until that starts, you know, paying my bills. But you know, I guess the point of this video is that, you know, you can't give up, man. Just You know, figure out what makes you happy and just try to live a nice, peaceful life while you can. Try not to, don't pay attention to the bullshit in the world. Stay away from politics. Stay away from all the control factors in the world. I don't even want to just pin it on politics. Anything that's very biased, very emotional, very, very controlling, something that controls your emotions. And you know, you want to be very free-willed, and you want to be able to think for yourself completely. And if it doesn't seem right to you, then just stick to that story. Don't let anyone influence your opinions. Be your own person, man. Like, we all kind of believe in certain things. We know right from wrong. A lot of us know right from wrong in our mind. And I think you just got to be careful, because, you know, most people are followers. Most people just follow the crowd, and they just kind of, they don't think for themselves. And you don't want to be that person. You want to be able to see things clearly and logically, and really kind of steer your own boat. And yeah, but again, I make these videos because, and again, I'll try to make better videos, more informative videos. I didn't have too much to say this morning. I don't really, I'm just in a great mood. I'm probably going to go to the gym after work and enjoy myself. And, you know, after that, work on the book business, you know, track some things, get some accounting stuff figured out, you know, some spreadsheets figured out. Maybe create some things. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do completely today. We'll see how it plays out. Got some sleep yesterday, which was good. I don't get much sleep anymore. I normally get 4 hours a night, go to bed at 10:30, 11, and wake back up at 2:30. That's normally it for me. And I'm telling you right now, man, I'm gonna be so grateful for that day that I can go to bed at 11 and sleep till 7 o'clock in the morning. Wake up and still be efficient and do my business, still go to the gym and be efficient. When I was off for 2 weeks for my thyroid surgery, I'm telling you, I was living the life, man. I was living the life. I stayed up till 2, 3 in the morning, still woke back up at 7, 8 o'clock, 5, 6 hours. Well, sometimes it was like go to bed at like 1, 2, but I get like 6, 7 hours, wake up and be very efficient, and it felt so good to be free for that time. And I'm telling you, I'm chasing that so hard, it's not even funny. Like, the freedom, I have no freedom, man. It's just the same shit every week, and a lot of people know that feeling if they work a job. And it sucks, man. It sucks, because I could be out here changing the world. Like, if I had $1 billion, man, I don't know, man. I would really, I don't know. I get a high from other people feeling good, and me helping them, and, you know, their smiles, their hugs, their gratitude. I really chase that. I'm a provider at heart, always have been. I've always been the only guy in my whole, like, circle, and so I've always been the one that, like, I've been the only man, you know what I mean? So it's like that provider role kind of just fell in my lap. And again, we'll see what happens, man. Doing the best I can with the book business, with the capital that I have, you know, kind of playing with money that's not even mine. And once I get over that hump and I can make enough money to where I'm playing with my own money, you know, it should be soon. Working really hard, and things are panning out. Just waiting for the results to pay off. Read some books talking about feedback loops, and how a lot of people, you know, they go into something that, you know, it takes time for the feedback loop to catch back up on itself. And you know, the business that I'm in, it takes some time. It's not a very fast thing, and it sucks, because it's like, you know, personally, it's like I'm doing everything I know to do from what I've learned, from what I'm learning, and it's like I'm still similar spots, still making the same amounts per month. I mean, the real big gains just haven't happened yet. But I think that's just part of learning. And I think, you know, when you are competing with other people, you have to really think outside the box. And when you finally hit that sweet spot, you know, you can really take off. But definitely just a huge learning thing from start to finish. And it's very tough. It's been a long road. Just seeing myself when I started on Amazon to where I'm at now, you know, it's huge improvements, huge learning. You know, everything is basically pretty systemized at this point, except for just the buying. But the buying part is very difficult. You can't just outsource that right away. You have to, I mean, there's a lot that goes into really knowing the nuances and stuff to what I do. I can't just let a virtual assistant just take over. It's going to take a long time. And again, you got to have the money to be able to pay them out, and you got to be in a smoother spot to where things are just flowing a lot easier. Like, you know exactly how to get the items and stuff like that. So not easy, but working hard every day. Again, I'm motivated to make these videos because these videos will be here for a lifetime, and I can go back and see myself sitting in a car, you know, talking about this at 6:30 in the morning, and then maybe one day I'll be in a way better spot making a video. Maybe I won't be making a video, but at least I can look back at this video, you know what I mean? So you know, whether it helps you or not, yeah, I guess just, you know, figure out what it is in life that you really want, and you have to just figure out how to get there. And some days you're going to be off, some days you're going to be lazy, you're going to be moody, you're going to be emotional, but you have to always just pull it back to the mission, because that's all it is a mission. You only have so much time here. And you know, I found myself wasting a lot of time in life, and I realize how important time really is, because that's all you have. You're just getting older. You know, your body's breaking down slowly but surely. I'm just saying, you know, most of the time, you know, as you get older, you know, things are going to fall into a state of decay. And, you know, the best thing you can do is take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your attitude, your mentality, and try to be very free-willed. Don't spend your life thinking with emotions. And, you know, I've read a lot of great books on these things, and you really just have to become completely neutral to the world and neutral to the distractions that are here everywhere. It's nothing but distractions. Most people just think with emotions, and they try to pull you in to their emotional field, magnetic field, whatever you want to call it. And a lot of times it'll work. You know, someone in a bad mood talking to you might put you in a bad mood. Someone in a great mood might stimulate your mood. So try to just realize these things are happening. Realize that certain things set your mood off in certain ways, and try to neutralize yourself from it. And you just got to be aware of it. That's the whole thing. It's always going to happen. It's just being aware of it and being able to kind of transmute that energy into something better, and then something productive. Because remember, it's all about efficiency. You can take breaks, you can chill sometimes, but always come back to the main goal. Don't spend too much time distracted and too much time bullshitting. It's okay to bullshit, but not too much. Always the mission's got to take priority one. And then once you're fatigued, tired from that mission, you know, chill out, enjoy yourself, or take some time off if you know, but don't overdo it. Just always be cognizant, I think I used that word correctly, of what's going on around you, and don't fall into the traps, the distraction. You know, do what you got to do, man, to make it happen, to make your dreams happen, because this is all you got, man. This is all you got. We're only here for this time. Life might get better for, you know, I'm 29. Maybe by the time I'm 40, AI and robots make life 10 times easier, or maybe they make things chaos. I don't really know yet. We're gonna find out. The people that survive are the people that adapt to the new life, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But you know, I wish you all the best, and I hope everyone you know makes it to their dreams. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do, and I wanted to share my story with you guys. And you know, I'll share a lot more. It just depends on my feelings. Sometimes I might go, you know, weeks without making a video. I don't really know. It all depends on how I'm feeling. You know, I haven't really felt like making anything in the last week. And sometimes I'm just super cranky, super bitchy, and I come on here and I start trying to break open the systems of society, and I feel like that's just me whining. You know what I mean? I could sit here and walk through all the financial layers and shit, but at the end of the day, really, that's not what people want to hear. People want to be motivated. People want to be inspired. You know what I mean? So that's what I try to do. So I'll leave you guys with that. 19 minutes. I got to get back to work. These people are probably already getting agitated that I'm not in there. That's the life I live. But I'll catch you guys later, and good luck, man. Good luck. And it's Saturday. So yeah, have a good weekend. I don't know if that means anything, man. Have a good weekend. And I'll catch you guys later in the next video. It's Cody signing out.